guys, this is Will from Going Awesome Places, and this is vlog number 4 for the Honeymoon series. Thought I'd actually make this video when we got to Cape Town, but things kind of changed. We missed our flight from Joburg to Cape Town. On our phone, actually, during the day today, I got a notice saying that, hey, you're supposed to be on a flight from Joburg to Cape Town. And I was like, that's gotta be a mistake, right? We got to the car, as we were leaving Kruger, I checked my flight itinerary with Aeroplan, our reward ticket, right? And turns out it was today. I thought it was a mistake. I don't know how I screwed up when I was planning the trip. November 3rd, when it should have been November 4th. So, in a bit of a panic, as we were driving from Kruger back to Joburg, basically had to make a bunch of calls to try to figure out, okay, how do we get to Cape Town tomorrow? So first thing, called Aeroplan, and they basically said there are no flights on Saturday, which is tomorrow. It's got to be Sunday. So that wasn't really going to work. Just, it would screw up a lot of the plans. And then called South African Airways, thinking that, okay, maybe they could do something with the flights because we were flying South African on reward. I eventually called them. They said, nope, sorry, can't do anything because it's an Aeroplan ticket, it's a reward ticket. Got to talk to Aeroplan. So I was like, shoot, okay, that's not going to work. The only other option we had at the end was basically to look at confirmed fares. So I went on Skyscanner and I did a quick search, found that Safari Air. Those guys had cheap, relatively cheap tickets to Cape Town, direct actually, because reward ticket wasn't direct. Anyways, direct tickets for 93 Canadian dollars came out to more like 100 basically per person, and we're like, fine, let's just do it. So plans, okay, didn't change a whole lot actually. I think we're all good. Make sure you check all your dates when you're planning your trip. Call back Aeroplan. They basically said that I forfeited that leg of the trip. The rest of the legs are good. So, whew. Side note, another thing that was really frustrating was that with Vodacom, I didn't have enough minutes. Well, we initially had minutes, but as we were waiting on the line with South African, totally ran out of minutes, so we were screwed there, couldn't recharge while driving. So I came up with this idea of like, okay, we got data again, why don't we call with data? Now, a few issues. The first thing was that I tried to use Skype, but I hadn't logged on to Skype with the new phone in a while, so it was asking to verify and do all the security things, but it required my Canadian number to be able to do that. So couldn't really do that because Kudu doesn't have any signal out here. Then I remembered about Google Hangouts, and Google Hangouts actually has free calling for North America. So what I did was basically called Aeroplan using the 1-800 number, and I called South African to a US number that worked. But the stupid thing was, being in South Africa, couldn't actually call any South African numbers with Google Hangouts because it would charge money, and I had no way of adding money to Google Hangouts. I don't even know how to do that actually. Long story short, luckily I had Google Hangouts, saved the day. Travel tip for sure. Alright, so we course corrected and we are at the OR Tambo Airport in Johannesburg. Now, one quick tip before we go. There's a line of hotels here called Protea by Marriott, so your Marriott rewards points are good here. But the crazy thing is, a lot of hotels here are all Category 1 or Category 2. So we're talking about 7,500 or 10,000 points per stay, which is what we did last night. So make sure you use your points here because it's a really, really awesome deal. Made it to Cape Town, just landed with Safari after my little fare mistake. Alright, ready to go?
Yes.
Got a car, this is the Europacar Renault Sandero. Anyways, doesn't matter, we're gonna hit the road.
Really good, so we decided to get 2 different toppings.
now at the Watershed, which is a converted warehouse, and here you'll find a ton of arts and crafts from local artisans all over South Africa. So coming to Cape Town, I wanted to make sure that we came out to Robben Island, and of course Robben Island is made famous for the prison here where Nelson Mandela was incarcerated. We had a really quick tour around, and I think the most special part was definitely the prison itself, where we got to see Nelson Mandela's cell, and we were actually taken around the prison by an inmate that was here when this was an actual prison. So pretty good experience, and I would say very humbling and to learn about the history.
My name is Busumzi Bongo. I'm original from Port Elizabeth. I was arrested 1977 and convicted 1978. My charges were sabotage, defeat sense of justice, terrorism act, and intimidation. There were 5 of us, we were all from Port Elizabeth. We were sentenced on the 4th of August 1978. 15 years goes concurrent with 25 years. So all in all, I had to serve a term of 15 years.
Alright guys, so we made it to our guest house. We were at a heavenly view in Muizenberg. One quick tip that I wanted to tell you about was kind of thinking back about our luggage. So essentially what happened was that once we parked at V&A Waterfront, we noticed that each of our luggage locks, mine was completely gone, hers was intact, but you know those loops that they have in bags where the locks kind of go in? It was completely shredded on both of our bags. And so we're like, okay, what happened? And so when we went through my wife's bag, everything was rummaged through, everything was gone through. I opened mine, and the weird thing is that it was actually all intact. So nobody had really gone through the stuff in my bag. I checked through it, nothing's missing. So I thought that was weird. And anyways, essentially what it is that OR Tambo in Johannesburg is notorious for luggage handlers to go through people's bags. The theory is, and let me know if you know the answer, but they knew mine was guy stuff, no jewelry at all, but with the women's luggage, they were looking for jewelry, looking for high-end valuables that somebody might put in their check-in bag. So luckily we don't travel with any of that stuff. Even if we did, we'd carry it on us. All my electronic stuff I carry with me, so nothing was lost. Luckily, I think this is a lesson learned. It's a sad part about, I guess, coming to South Africa, but something for you guys to be careful about. If you ever come over here, make sure you don't have any valuables in your check-in bag. Make sure you have it on you so that even if somebody does go through your bags, nothing disappears. So anyways, just wanted to let you know. So last night when we came up to our accommodations at Heavenly View, we were a bit spooked by this building here. A guy came out of nowhere asking if we were supposed to be here. I guess he is the security guard that's posted here from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to watch the cars. So I guess that's a thing. I don't even know what you call this, but this is St. James Beach, and it's kind of a natural pool. Just check this out.
Wow, it's cool.
These colorful wooden shacks are actually change rooms. I think I'm gonna have to buy one. Guys, ran out of cash after the first time we exchanged money, so we just withdrew the money. Looks like Nedbank is pretty good. It doesn't charge any transaction fee. Haven't made it too far along the peninsula route, and we're still in Cox Bay. This is Cocky's. Was recommended as a really good fish and chip shop, and it has been awesome. There are a ton of people, a lot of locals as well, being Sunday, and this whole platter only costs 90 Rand, which is amazing. That's like $9 Canadian back at home. But this is smoked fish and calamari. Pretty good.
My name is Ferry. This is a shwe fabric from here in South Africa. It's just like our African traditional wear. We used to make skirts, we make a dress, we make a tube. So it's just like it's very important fabric. So if you want to know more, you can just go through in the internet, like just go to the Google, you just Google it, and then you're asking what is a shwe means. And then they'll tell you more about the shwe.
How do you spell it?
Shwe.
Yes.
So it's just like a shwe.
Shwe.
Yeah, so it's very nice fabric.
Basically, the way parking works, especially around here, around the Cape, is that there are parking tenants pretty much all over watching your car. And so before you leave, you just give them a small tip. So 5 to 10 Rand is enough. And that's pretty much how it works. We're going to see the penguins!
Off we go!
Now, if there's one animal we didn't see during our safari, it would be the penguins. And what I have behind me are just a ton of African penguins here at Boulder Beach, which is along the peninsula route. Spectacular to watch. We're at Cape Point Park and we finally made it along the peninsula route. When we got here, Chantel felt a little bit tired, so we decided to take the funicular up to Cape Point and then we'll walk back down. This is actually the most southerly point in South Africa. I think the funny story here with this lighthouse is that when they built it, they thought this was an awesome idea, but the problem is it's so high that it's often above the clouds, and so boats pretty much couldn't see the light from here anyway, so they built a lower one down there. There's a walkway all the way out to the top. We lied, this is not actually the tip, it's over there, but pretty close. Oh shit. So this whole time I thought Chapman's Peak was a specific place we needed to go, but turns out it's an epic drive along the coast. So sadly, we gotta leave our heavenly view here in Muizenberg, but we gotta hit the road now and head into Stellenbosch to check out 4 different wineries. So we are at our first winery. This is Vernehof. Sorry, totally butchered your winery's name. Dutch name, I think. So we're here having the classic wine tasting, 6 wines, but what we're really excited about is the duck parade, which is coming up. But in the meantime, time to get a drink on.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Begitemba Makakula, and I work for Fechenu Wine Estate. So what I do, I advise the customers about the wines that we have here, from all the ranges that we have, from white wine to red wines. And I also inform them about the structure of our farm and the number of our ducks that we have and their function in this farm.
Oh man, I think I'm allergic to ducks. Oh, my eyes. Oh man, I don't know, something happened. Whew. So we're at Holden Man's, and this is our afternoon picnic. We just kind of dove in here at our picnic, but there's a ton of food here. Everything from beets to curry spring rolls to yam croquets, salmon cream cheese, avocado salad. We got
Chocolate dessert.
We got a chocolate mousse looking thing. We got, I think, some ham here. Popcorn, caramel popcorn. Lots of bread, which is great. Cottage cheese. And a few different selections of cheese. So
Did you say popcorn?
popcorn.
Popcorn.
Popcorn caramel. Yummy. So don't mind us while we eat. We just finished our picnic at Holden Man's. I feel a little bit tipsy, even though didn't really have, I guess it was just that one bottle of rosé.
Yes.
Plus what we had earlier.
Some heat exhaustion.
Yes, a lot of sun while picnicking. So we are now in the lovely town of Franschhoek. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Franschhoek. It's one of the winery towns in South Africa. This and Stellenbosch kind of make that winery region. So we're just gonna walk around, take a peek, try not to pass out of heat exhaustion, and then onwards to our next winery. Another wine tasting at Solms Delta, our third one, most likely our last. This is a little bit too much alcohol, but we're gonna do it for you. So we tried 5 wines. This is the Heerbandan, the last one. But I think, well, this one's actually really good. It's a lot lighter, not as full-bodied. It's a nice red blend. But I would say between these two, the pear sparkling wine is actually really, really good. This is Solms Delta, our third and last winery on this road trip around Stellenbosch and Franschhoek. Yo, 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 so we are back in Stellenbosch. We just checked into our hotel here in the city, and it's been an incredible day here in the wine region, going to 3 different wineries. The picnic was probably the most special for sure. We've just been recovering from a little bit of lightheadedness from all the wine we've been having. It's been amazing. Why don't we call this one a wrap? This is vlog number 4. I know it's been a long one. Thank you so much for watching, but there's a whole lot of content coming your way. There's still more to explore in South Africa. Stay tuned, subscribe. Cape Town is coming your way, and thanks for watching on Going On Some Places.